My brothers and sisters, may the Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. Jesus went up the mountain and summoned those whom he wanted, and they came to him. He appointed 12, whom he also named apostles, that they might be with him, and he might send them forth to preach and to have authority to drive out demons. He appointed the 12, Simon, whom he named Peter, James, son of Zebedee, and John, the brother of James, whom he named Boanerges, that is, sons of thunder, Andrew, Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew, Thomas, James, the son of Alphaeus, Thaddeus, Simon the Cananean, and Judas Iscariot, who betrayed him. The Gospel of the Lord. Mark lists for us in succession the first group of followers of Jesus that he gave a particular role in the forming of the church. It's found in chapter 3 of Mark's Gospel. And it's interesting that this group of people that Jesus picks, as we see throughout the 4 Gospel accounts, are not by any stretch of the means the most important in their society, nor are they the most influential, nor are they always necessarily the strongest or the most virtuous. All of them have their weaknesses. And yet, despite the weaknesses, Jesus saw them recognize the potential that each of them had, and recognized as well that sometimes when we take those who are filled with a little bit of weakness, then the strength and power of God can be operative instead. Interestingly, of course, Mark tells us right away that Judas Iscariot is the one who betrayed him. And so even as Jesus chose these disciples to follow him, there's still always the possibility that one will wander off in the other direction. Jesus gave them the strength to be with him, but it's up to us as individuals to continue to carry out that strength by staying true to him. The apostles are a reminder to us that God continues to call sometimes the people we least expect to be witnesses to his gospel. And so each of us must be open to the possibility that perhaps God has called us in a special way to speak that word to someone around us. It's in our household, in our businesses, in our neighborhoods, and surely within the church itself as in its leadership. Let us pray then for the apostles of this day, the leaders of the church. And let us at the same time be prayerful for each other as we too hopefully use the gifts we have, however insignificant they might be, to make the gospel that much more operative in our world.